Based on the book that came out 4 years before A Quiet Place, Netflix invites you to wonder, what if A Quiet Place was bad?
All of us are making the end of the world great again!
Ugh. Bird Box. Feast your eyes on the scariest movie that sounds like a monthly subscription to low-cal snack food, and experience a horror film told along 2 different timelines, where one is a tense survival tale set in the post-apocalypse, while the other is a cross between The Happening and the first act of every zombie movie.
You're so f***ing
And you better believe that's where you'll spend most of the runtime.
We were stationed at this village, ordered to patrol the streets, make sure everybody was safe.
Aw, why couldn't Netflix put the Bandersnatch tech in this one?
Sit in
Come
house.
on, go back
Danger
to the river.
River Adventure.
Why isn't this working? Sandra Bullock stars as a woman trying to escape her horse girl past.
So at 3 o'clock, I'm gonna go check out an Arabian stud in Sausalito.
I can cancel the appointment. We can go see a horse.
It'd be great to be a horse.
She's a mom who'll do anything to protect her kids from physical harm, but is pretty chill with emotional trauma.
Do not take your blindfolds off. Do not. You do
Pretty
exactly
chill.
what I say or you die. Do you understand me? Say it! Say it! You say yourself! I will hurt you.
When the apocalypse strikes, she'll learn to be less of an a-hole and fight to protect others, even though the film punishes everyone who tries to be a good person.
Oh,
And the
jeez.
jerks get off scot-free. So just like real life then. Gotcha. Don't take off that blindfold, or you'll fall prey to unnamed, unseen monsters. Because these mysterious beings will make you kill yourself by showing you stuff from your past, I think. Unless you have a mental illness, in
Forgot he
which
was in
case
that.
you become a crazed murderer.
Take your blindfold off!
Or a remarkably under-control murderer. All right?
Isn't it beautiful?
But either way, these monsters can't or won't go indoors, even though they can clearly move things. Or maybe they're made of wind, and I guess they're a threat even when you can't see them.
Please open the door! Please open the door!
Should have just stuck with the original design. Oh no, my greatest fear! The old dancing man from the Six Flags commercials! So if you're ready for the second most talked about Suicide Forest video of 2018,
Oh, jeez.
get in on the mediocre
Lord.
film that gave us one
let's
good
not talk
Sandra
about
Bullock
that.
performance,
Don't take my children! Do not take my children!
and a zillion memes that were way more entertaining than the movie itself, prompting Netflix to ask viewers to stop doing their own Bird Box challenges. Because as we all know, they hate it when someone blind does something exceptional.
They hate it.
Womp womp. Starring,
Oh, man.
always mind the Bullocks. Thank God protein powder survived the apocalypse. Cyrus the jerk-ass. Get in. Welcome to my house. Help me keep these ghouls out. I don't want to look now, but our food's gonna run out. Pete Davidson. Little Miss Shushide. Atreus.
Boy, you have your dog.
Turn away, boy.
Boy, keep your blindfold on!
Wait for me, boy.
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 Boy?
Boy.
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 And the last level of Oregon Trail.
Oh, no. Ugh. Oh, my God.
It's some birds in a box.
This is what strawberry tastes like.
Look, I love Pop-Tarts as much as the next guy, but please, don't lie to your children.
No. It's like, hold on. Let's make sure we're not lying to our kids. That's not what strawberries taste like. Strawberry flavor, like strawberry flavored things, sure, but not actual strawberries. No, my God. Great honest trailer. That was awesome. Plus, I love that I put in the God of War little piece in there. Boy. I'm playing that again. I'm going through another playthrough on the New Game Plus, so I've got all my stuff. It's so fun. I love that game. But I love that they put that here. That was hilarious. Really good honest trailer. That was hilarious. That was funny. It's funny because the movie did... And it's funny because the movie did well for Netflix. It was a hit. Even talk of like a sequel at one point, I thought maybe, but I hope they don't do that. It's a good one-off movie. It is very comparable to It is very comparable to A Quiet Place, though. I mean, it's just what it is. There's another one I think called Silence or something, like with some bats that couldn't hear, or they could only hear, they couldn't see. I don't know. That one was horrible, but this one, it was all right. It had a lot of questionable things. But, great honest trailer. I enjoyed it. Before we get to the pitch meeting, I want to give a big shout out to my Hyper Crew members, Brian Tidwell, Steve O, Slepnir, Dash Milner, Daniel Lopez, Jonathan Cedarland, Kratos, and William Cooper. Thank you guys so much for choosing that top tier crew. To all my members and my subscribers, thanks so much for supporting the channel in any way that you do. It goes a long way, helps me do what I do each day, so I really appreciate you guys. Now, let's get to the pitch meeting.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So you know how A Quiet Place was a huge success? Did you bring John Krasinski here? Get that smirking SOB in here. Jimbo. Oh, sorry, sir. No, John Krasinski isn't here. Oh, that's a huge bummer. Sorry, sir, but I did find this book we can adapt that's in the same vein as A Quiet Place. That did make money. I'm listening. Right, so instead of not being able to make noise or monsters will kill you, now if you look at the monsters, they'll kill you. Oh, yeah, that is in the same vein, but it's not that similar. Also, one of the main characters is pregnant. Oh, okay. And the characters adapt a house in a way that helps them survive. Oh, they do. And having a disability in this world is actually kind of an advantage. Right. And things do not work out for the father figure. Okay, maybe stop telling me all the similarities now. Oh, okay. Thanks. The less I know, the better when this ends up going to court. That's smart. So what's the movie called? Is it something about not seeing, like The Blind Side or something? No, that's not the title. That's already a movie with Sandra Bullock. Hey, you know what? I just had an idea of who we can cast in this movie. Oh, yeah? Yeah. John Malkovich. Why did The Blind Side make you think of John Malkovich? I didn't say The Blind Side made me think of him. He's a great actor. I think about him a lot. Fair enough. So what is the movie called? Bird Box. Oh, bird boxing is tight. I've made a lot of money betting on that. If you're talking about cockfighting, I'm pretty sure that's a felony. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie, you're probably going to jail. Yeah, sure sounds that way, dang it. Anyway, so in the movie, we learn pretty quickly that if you look at these monsters, you instantly kill yourself. Oh, that's fatal. Yeah, and so we're gonna follow this pregnant lady, Mallory, into a house with a bunch of other survivors. The monsters can't go indoors. Nope. How come? Because that works. And so we're gonna intercut these scenes in the house with scenes in the future where Mallory and two kids are the only ones left alive. Doesn't that kind of spoil that everyone's gonna die? Yeah, but non-linear storytelling is like a thing that movies do sometimes. But in this case, we're gonna have a hard time getting attached to the characters immediately knowing that they're gonna die. Yeah, it's just a thing that movies do sometimes. Don't worry about it too much. Well, okay then. Anyway, so the guy whose house they're staying in has the idea to try to look at the monsters through security cameras. Oh, that's pretty smart. Yeah, and so they all tie him to a chair in front of a screen and leave the room. Oh, and they wait just outside the door in case he needs help? No, they just kind of go about their business, and so yeah, he dies. Oh my god. And eventually the gang is gonna run out of food, so they're gonna black out the windows of a car and use the navigation system to get to a supermarket. Oh, that's pretty smart too. Yeah, and Mallory's gonna find a cage full of birds. You know how supermarkets always have live birds for sale? Of course, how else would they fill up the egg section? So then they're gonna figure out that birds go crazy when monsters are nearby. Is that helpful to know? Yeah, and this way she could carry around a box with birds in it and know when the monsters are close. Doesn't she just always keep her eyes closed outside though? Of course, she even has a blindfold. So I don't understand why she needs a bird box. Do the monsters physically attack them too? No, it's just if you look at them, you kill yourself. So if the bird chirps, they close their eyes extra tight, I guess. I guess that's helpful. Yeah. So I guess the survivors decide to live in the supermarket then? Well, this mean guy Douglas suggests that, but Mallory's like, no, we're going back to the house. We left some people there. Well, why don't they do a couple of back and forths and try to bring everyone to the supermarket? Well, they're gonna find out that there's a crazy guy locked in the garage, so you know, it's not safe there. I mean, if he's locked in there, all they have to do is not open that door. It's still a great place to live. I mean, he'd bang on the door the whole time though. Oh, okay, that place is not an option anymore. Exactly, that'd be super annoying. So how is this guy crazy exactly? Oh, well, it turns out that the monsters don't make criminally insane people kill themselves. Instead, they try to show other people the monsters. Oh, they do? Yeah, because crazy people can't go crazy. They're already crazy. I feel like using people with mental health issues as bad guys in the movie might be a little problematic and insensitive. Oh, no, it's okay. One of my best friends has mental health issues, and he says I can make these kind of jokes. That's definitely not how that works. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie. Anyway, so the gang's gonna accidentally let a crazy guy into the house. Oh, boy. Yeah, and when Mallory and this other pregnant lady, Olympia, give birth, he's gonna go on a rampage. How long of a rampage are we talking? Like 5 minutes or so. That's how long it takes to give birth, right? Yeah, about 5 minutes. So then everybody's dead except Mallory and 2 babies and this guy Tom. Wow. And then 5 years go by. What happens in those 5 years? Nothing. nothing. Don't any crazy people manage to find their house in 5 years? I guess not. Isn't it painfully obvious which houses have survivors in them, seeing as the windows are boarded up? Yeah, you'd think so, but no, everything works out. Well, okay then. But then on a supply run, some crazy people find them and kill Tom. Oh, that's too bad. So then Mallory takes the kids on a river for 2 days because someone on a walkie-talkie said there was a safe house. Oh, interesting. But the guy also said when they get to these rapids, one of them's gonna have to take their blindfold off. Wait, what? Yeah, because the rapids are too dangerous. One of them has to navigate. If the rapids are so dangerous, shouldn't they get out during that section? Well, no, because a crazy person might find them. Well, then they could jump in the water, but that's definitely not a good first option. Well, it's gonna be their first and only option. What if the person that takes off their blindfold instantly sees the monster? Then they're all dead. Yeah, that's a good point, but Mallory's gonna end up deciding that none of them are taking their blindfolds off. What? Yeah, she was gonna make the little girl do it, but then she's like, nah, it's fine, let's just go. Well, it's gonna be impossible for them to get down the rapids blindfolded. Actually, it's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, I mean, the boat flips over into the freezing water, but they're all fine. How do the kids even know how to swim? Well, swimming isn't that hard, and jumping into freezing cold rapids is a great way to learn. Oh, it is? That's how my brother and I were taught when we were young, and that worked out okay? Yeah, I mean, my brother is still swimming to this day. I never saw him again. Oh my God, what's up? I mean, I think your brother may have drowned. What are you talking about?
Hello?
Hey, Brian, you didn't drown when we were kids, did you?
What? No, I'm swimming.
Yeah, that's what I told this producer guy. He said you drowned.
Yeah, no, I just love swimming.
Wow, I'm sorry. I just assumed the worst. That's okay. So yeah, back to the movie. Even the birds are gonna survive.
I'm just
Everything's
swimming.
just gonna work out. Wait, they had a
Oh,
bird
man.
box with them? Of course, that's the name of the movie. Can birds survive underwater or something? I don't know. Fair enough. And how does the movie end? Well, they're gonna split up for no reason, run away from the wind a little bit, and then find a sanctuary for the blind. Oh yeah? Yeah, and the sanctuary has a ton of birds, so they're always gonna know when the monsters are there. Feels like the crazy people are still a very real threat,
Yes.
though. Yeah, everything works out. Well, okay then. Oh yeah, and Mallory's been calling the
forget
kids
about that.
boy and girl the whole time, so now she's gonna tell them their names are Tom and Olympia. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, kind of. I mean, Olympia made it pretty clear she wanted her daughter to be named after a Disney princess. Oh, that's actually kind of mean then. Kind of. So what do these monster things look like anyway? Oh, well, they look different to everybody, but to Mallory, they're gonna look like a giant weird baby. What? Yeah, pretty scary, right? I mean, no, that sounds silly looking. Well, let's just make it, and if we don't like it, we'll cut it out. We're not gonna like it. Let's just design it, though, and see. Okay, let's just hope the concept
Let's
art
just do
doesn't
it.
leak.
This was a members pick reaction, so thank the members for this one. They picked this one. There were a few that they could have picked. This one won of the 5 that were available. But I think it was a good pick. I didn't know that that was the original look of the monsters, which I'm very glad they didn't go that route. I still wish they had something. Could have been CGI'd up and all that kind of stuff, but it just wasn't... They needed something. They needed something more. Kind of the whole no reveal of what's really out there, or what these things are, was a little bit annoying. I think that's why A Quiet Place works so well. You have the whole piece about you gotta be silent, but you also see what these aliens look like. We still don't know where they came from. We got a little bit more information in A Quiet Place Part 2, but hopefully if they do a third one, they'll go into more detail. This movie, you know, it was fun for what it was. Like I said earlier, it was, I liked it. A lot of plot holes, a lot of things that make you ask questions, but still overall a fun movie. I like how Honest Trailers talked about having the Bandersnatch tech in this movie and being able to switch to where you want to go and get past some of those slow parts and get to the... Ryan kills it again though with the with the whole, that's how we learned to swim. My brother, he's been swimming ever since. He's like, no, I think he drowned. He's like, he calls his brother. He's still swimming. How did he answer the phone, for one? But funny stuff from both of these videos. Screen Junkies, Screen Rant, you guys do a great job. I love these. I love reacting to these. Do you guys enjoy them? Did you enjoy this? Let me know by giving it a big like. Let's get a bunch of likes on this video. And let me know which one was your favorite in the comments below. Honest trailer or pitch meeting for Bird Box. But overall, let's talk about Bird Box in the comments. Let me know what you think of the movie itself. What do you prefer, A Quiet Place or Bird Box? I know there's fans for both. So let's talk about it in the comments. Before you go, you can check out some of our most popular videos on the channel and our most recent reaction if you haven't seen that already. If you have though, I'll be in the comments waiting for you guys. We can talk about this. Otherwise, I hope you have a great rest of your day and I will see you guys on the next video.